Hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And yep, let's just get into it right now. And we can see that Bitcoin getting a very nice dump towards the downside. Let's get on the shorter time frames here. And you guys can probably tell I am currently in a trade inside the Discord. We were able to get in right around 21,600, giving everyone, a bit of a taste of my position right now. Up about 0.5%, really nothing to write home about. But really the important thing is that we've broken down from this this channel here, and let's see if we can go back and retest this as resistance right around 22,300, or if we can even get back above 22,000, because we have been holding this level as support here. We've been bouncing many times, and just now we just broke down from it. So let's see if we're going to retest this as resistance and end up going lower, because we do, if we take a look at the book map here very quickly, we do have a level of liquidity right around 21,000 that the market makers could push down and end up grabbing. Or are we going to go to 22,000 first, which is our next area of liquidity where we got some orders to be filled? Or we're going to grab it and then reverse it back down to 21,500. So which one are we going to go first, 21.5 or 22,000? So let's take a look at market side first, see what we got going on there. On the daily time frame, again, we just printed a new candle today. It's actually looking significantly less bearish than today's candle that we actually got the dump from. So we had a -5 on the dual band strength index, and we had a 12 and a -5, and right now we have an 8 and a 0. However, looking at some shorter time frames like the 12-hour, we are getting some pretty negative numbers, like an 11 and -4. And as I go down the list, it keeps getting worse until you really hit that 1 hour, where we currently have a bit of a green dot, and there's some bullish numbers with a 21 and -3 taken into account. However, we do have some very deep red money flow. So again, be careful chancing some longs here. I'm currently in a long. I have my stop set, so again, I am protected. My losses will be limited if I do get stopped out. Let's take a look at wave edge here on BTC, because I was actually looking at the UVIX there. Let's see, look what the BTC chart is showing us. And right now we do also this is the 5-minute time frame. We got a little bit of a buy signal here. Again, nothing too crazy. We could very well pump up to 21,950 or 22,000 and get some sell signals like we just got here, basically 22,000, around that $22,200 area. We got some sell signals, at which point you could have taken a short, right? And it would have been a nice little trade there, a dump towards the downside. Or you could have taken some longs here, right, and profited very nicely if you're kind of that scalper, or whatever kind of trader you are. Wave edge is very useful. Looking at some larger time frames, we can see some very nice buy signals right here. We saw a big amount of buying of BTC here. We did see that previously before big run-ups in the price recently. However, so right now we have some pretty negative price action, so keep that into account. And no real buy signal on the larger time frames like the 12-hour or the daily right now. So let's be careful getting to very heavy long-term positions. All right, let's take a look at the traditional markets today. We can see that we did get the ADP. We got the ADP non-farm payrolls. Let me take a look here. We were actually looking at the Hive blockchain inside the Discord before we started this, and we were actually looking at how much crypto they had. But let's keep going here. Let's take a look at the Forex Factory and their calendar. And right now, today, we did get right here the ADP non-farm employment change, which was higher than expected. Now this could be like a little bit of an amuse bouche before Friday, and Friday we do have the non-farm employment change, which is expected to be 224,000. However, if we overtake that number and we get like 300,000, or like the last report where we got let me take a look here. Where is it? Right here, where we got 517,000, which was a massive beat, right? Obviously way more than anticipated. I think right here, or I zoomed in too much. Let me zoom out a little bit here and maybe move it down. There we go. So the expectations was 193,000, and we came in with 517,000. Again, that is very bullish news for the economy. However, if the economy is too hot, the Fed is going to raise rates significantly more, which will cause the markets and equities to go down as a whole. It will cause the dollar to go up. It will cause bond yields to go up. So more bullish news for the economy is bearish for the markets, because it signals that inflation is still there, still hot, and needs to be tamed. And if Powell's is going to do whatever he's been saying the last couple of days during his testimonies to Congress, then we will see higher rates and a higher dollar in the coming weeks and months, which is very bad for the markets. Now let's keep going. Let's take a look at the S&P. Obviously today, bit of a flat day. We actually took a bit of a dump towards the downside, but recovered it nicely near the end of the day. So we kind of ended flat. Markets are currently red right now, down about 0.29% in the overnight market. So let's see how they're going to open tomorrow. So we don't have, actually, let me just go back here and let's take a look at what news we have tomorrow. I don't think we have anything other than the unemployment claims. So tomorrow should be basically a flat day unless we see a big spike in unemployment claims. I think the markets are really gripping on to as much negative news as possible for the economy. Even as a small little thing as unemployment claims, a spike in that would really, give a market a bit of a boost and some hope. And then maybe some FOMC members saying that we're not going to get a 50 basis point hike and possibly just a 25, because a 50 basis point hike has now increased by 60%. The probabilities have increased by 60% in the last 2 days, given Jerome Powell's testimony to Congress. So let's keep going. Let's take a look at oil and natural gas. So oil, a little bit of a down day today. Unfortunately, we did take some losses on a day trade on oil. Again, can't win them all. So let's see how we're going to do. I still think we're in this channel right here, and eventually we will break either down from it or up from it. But in my opinion, we are going to break down, and we're going to head to new lows, most likely right around $65. And if that level doesn't hold, I have another level right around 45. But overall, if you want some more analysis here on oil, you do have an upsloping trend line here for oil, something like this. So you could get a little bit of support right around 74, 75 bucks. But overall, I think if you do end up taking out $72, this last pivot right here, I think you're ultimately going to start breaking down, and you're not going to be able to hold these levels, and you're going to start to head lower, which means that the economy is slowly going to slip into a recession, and that's really, really, really bad. And obviously, if that happens, then the Feds will cut rates. But usually, when the Fed is about to cut rates and they start cutting rates, it means the markets are already going down. And things are so bad in the economy, even if we have high inflation, the Fed is willing to cut it just to come to the rescue. All right, let's take a look at natural gas here. Natural gas, another bit of a, a mush day, I guess you could say. We were just chopping sideways. We did get some dips down to here to this previous low, as you guys can see. And right now we are in a bit of a free trade. Again, this trade I can actually share with you guys no problem, because I am giving free trades inside the Discord. So right now I am in a bit of a long position. I'm down about $7. So we do have a nice little pattern double bottom here. So let's see if we can rise up, take out this pivot right around $2.67 and break up to potentially $2.78. So if we can do that, that's going to be a great trade for us and a great trade for everyone that's inside the Discord. So if you guys want to get access to my trades, feel free to join the Discord. But again, I do post free trades from time to time, and that's one of them. All right, let's keep going. Let's take a look at gold. Gold, a bit of a flat day today. Nothing too crazy, as the dollar was essentially flat after the news. We did get a bounce and a dip, and nothing really happened. Which, by the way, we did make a free trade on GBP USD today. It booked about $100 profit for the free members, so that was a nice trade as well. But overall, I think if gold can't hold this level right around 1805, you are going to head down to 1785, and if that level doesn't hold, then you are going to start to break down lower. So just be careful for that. Let's take a look at silver. Silver has a very nice upsloping trend line right here, as you guys can see. And if we start to come back down, you are going to see some support right around $19.46, at which point you could start to chance along. And even me, potentially, I would be very interested in chancing along here on silver if it can get down to here. Again, look at silver, how oversold it is currently on the daily time frame. You made a low right around here. You bounced up. Now you're making a lower low. You are technically getting a nice bullish divergence. So let's see if this continues, and we can get another bounce from this level. Right now, you are getting some minor support right around this level here that I have actually outlined. I actually you know, it was already mapped out. It just wasn't, I just didn't pull the trend line. So I guess I'll pull the trend line. So you're bouncing off 20 bucks basically. You're $19.99. But I think that you could get a wick down to $19 and 40 cents, 35 cents, depending on when you make contact with this trend line. All right, I think that's enough for today. Really covered enough Bitcoin today, and I think if Bitcoin doesn't hold this level, then you are going to start to look for lower targets, potentially right around 18,400, 300 if these levels don't hold. But again, we still have some bullish upside here, so let's just see. You know, the trend is our friend. Let's see if we're gonna keep this momentum up. But right now, things are not looking that great. And even on the weekly time frame, we have a red dot and a -3 and a 14 on a dual band strength index. Momentum waves are curling down. VWAP is also curling down, which is, you know, signs of potential pullbacks, and, you know, maybe this is the beginning of something bigger. So keep your eyes peeled, be safe, use stop losses, and practice proper risk management. Let's get right into let's get right into it. But thank you for subscribing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys. Peace. And if you guys want to join the Discord, links in the description.